Hi everyone. Is your server closing? If you have to move because your server is closing and you need to migrate into a different one, then maybe this will help you. I've already shown you a server transfer base, and this time I'm showing you my own base, which I actually currently use and live in. It's a little bit of a beefed up version of the previous one, so let me show you inside. This should cover all of the needs for a solo player or for a small guild, and even maybe a larger guild. So you come in here, and first of all we have the garage. There is space for a buggy. You can obviously use this entire space here in the middle for buggies as well, if you have several of them. We have space for a bike or for a tread wheel, park, a water cooler as the first thing that you come in. You can just have some water straight away. And then on both sides we have all of this storage. And I essentially just run past and deposit everything that I have in my pockets or in the buggy, and I pull it into these storage boxes. I have 6, so for each tier of materials I have a box. And down here I have the raw materials, and a level higher I have the refined versions of those materials. Then behind this door here we have the first refiner, which is a spice refiner, as you can see here. So that's in here. There's also room for a second one. I can't really justify the cost. I don't normally need it. Very occasionally I have so much spice sand to produce, or rather to refine, that I need to run that 24/7, so then it would be nice to have. So I've got the space for it. Eventually I might build it, but it's there, and for a guild that might make sense to have. Then here on the other side we have a little bit more space on the sides for more storage, and then we can go up here. It's this middle level is storage, and here we have the first access for what will eventually be my wind traps. I don't have them at the moment because all of my water production is done with death stills, but I will eventually be building them, and I have, I think, reserved space for something like 8 or maybe even 12. So that should do for quite some time. Then we go a level higher, and this is the main crafting area, I suppose you could say. This is where all the fabricators live. As you can see, I've also got an ore refiner here, a repair station, again a water cooler for drinking. We've got a recycler here and the augmentation station here as well. And then up here are the 2 chemical refiners that I use, and all of the crafting fabricators, they are all here. We've got the weapons ones, garment, survival, and the vehicle fabricators are a level higher. I'll show you those in a minute. And again, you can see I haven't actually built all of the plastanium boxes, but there is plenty of room for more storage for either materials or for different items, your weapons, gear, whatever you need. And what I have in, again, this sort of intermediate level here, the way that I've set it up, I've got these boxes that I've color-coded with gold. They're essentially my overflow boxes. So everything that gets refined then flows into these ones, and I pick it up from here and distribute it to the correct final storage boxes. Okay, then we can go a level higher. And as I've mentioned, this is where the vehicle fabricator is. So this is the large one, and we have the smaller one around the corner here. And this is also where I park the sandcrawler with the carrier above. Those of you who have seen any of my previous videos, you will recognize this design as you use it an awful lot, because it's still the most space efficient that I've come up with so far. And in here we have some of the water storage. I've left that open just to show you. I haven't built everything yet because I've run out of pumps, but I'll be doing that. And behind here we have the first few spice generators. I think I've built 3, and there is room for 2 more, which I'll be building very soon. And then we have space, again I've left it open to show you, space for a few more. Actually in total you can have 10, so that is plenty of power that you could have here. Then in here we have my hospital with death stills. We have 8 death stills and storage for bodies in here. And the water storage is behind this wall. And on the opposite side here as well, behind that wall, where we don't have other storage. So that's where we have more of the water cisterns, the water tanks, in addition to the ones that you can see here. So in total I have space for 2 million water, so 2,000 liters of water. And then we go up a little bit again. On this intermediate level, what you might call sort of my room, my private quarters, whatever you want to call it. And this is where I have some more personal storage. So all of these boxes are full of blueprints, mainly base blueprints, surprise, surprise, but also graded items, weapons, armor, vehicle blueprints, that kind of thing. In here, I typically keep all of the items that I use on a regular basis. And then we have a couple more boxes for older items, story items that I've kept because they're a reward and I like them. I won't ever use them, but I just want to have them. And then up here on the top level is where all of the ornithopter parking is. You can see I've still got the omnidirectional wind turbines. That is only temporary. As soon as I've built the spice generators, they will go. And then it won't be such a squeeze to actually park the carrier here. I've got a couple of boxes where I have spare vehicle parts. Again, a water cooler. As soon as you come in, you can have a drink. And on this side here, we have some parking for a scout or 2. Or you can park, or store, I should say, your cargo containers in here. It's not very nicely placed down, but yeah, I can probably do a better job with that next time. And then on the other side here is some more parking for salts. Very generous space for 1. You can also fit 2, if that's what you would like to do. So let me just quickly show you from the air what it all looks like. And that'll make it a bit more obvious where some of the items are, like the wind traps and so on. It sadly looks a little bit boxy, but that's because I wanted to make sure that it fits into a single subfief. You will need vertical extensions for this if you want to build it. Yeah, I think 1 will probably do it. If you raise it up, you might even get away without 1. I haven't actually tried how high you might be able to go. So you can see actually, yeah, so 8 wind traps have space in here, 4 on this side, and then again 4 on the other side. This wall is a bit boring, so I'll probably switch up some of the walls just so they look a bit more interesting, like I have done on here. But that's basically the whole design. And like I said, it's a bit more of a beefed up version of the previous server transfer base. And this is what I genuinely use myself. It is now my main base because I do a fair bit of server hopping. Sometimes I just simply go to another server for trading because the prices are better, or I can either buy or sell at a better price for me. And then I come back with my whole base intact and I can just simply carry on playing as normal. So I think this kind of thing, it's been tried and tested. For me, it works really well. I hope it might help some of you out as well, because I'm sure that at least some of you will be affected by the server closures that are happening. So I really hope that this will be useful for you. And yeah, let me know what you think and what you'd like to see in the next ones. Good luck with everything, and bye for now.